We are back. Tom, as I mentioned before the break, this next dish that we're making actually helped you win a chef competition, didn't it?
Yes, it did, Steve. The Al Pollard Memorial Golf Tournament and Chef Competition.
Well, that's awesome. Well, you got to tell our viewers a little more about that.
Al Pollard was a local restaurateur that opened up a number of restaurants in Roanoke, and he passed away way too young. And a group of his friends developed the Al Pollard Memorial Foundation to fund scholarships for the culinary arts program at Virginia Western Community
That's awesome.
College.
That's really awesome. I know we've been a sponsor of that for many years.
Yes.
What's the website address on that?
I believe it's alpollardmemorial.org.
Okay, well, that's awesome. Well, we got everybody's juices flowing here. What's this dish called?
It is a pan-seared salmon cake with a spicy remoulade sauce, accompanied by ancho dusted shrimp with a fresh corn and avocado salsa, a salad of spring greens, Danish blue cheese and cranberries, and a balsamic vinaigrette.
Well, sounds good, but I'm really excited about this. So what's our first step?
Well, first we're going to start off by making our salmon cakes, and I'm using a fresh farm-raised salmon that I steamed for about 10 minutes. And
Not like Grandma used to make out of the can.
No, she made it out of the can, that's right.
You can still use that.
Sure, you could. We also have a frozen product in our meat departments that you could use, or you could use the wild-caught coho salmon.
Yeah.
Which would give you a lot darker color. Then we're going to add some panko breadcrumbs to help bind everything together. A little bit of parsley.
Fresh
Parsley, a little green onion, touch of salt. You don't need a whole lot. And what I think is the key to this recipe is the spicy remoulade.
This really trips me out a little bit, man. How you're going to use this to bind instead of eggs and mayonnaise?
Right. A lot of people like to use eggs or mayonnaise, as you said. I like to use the remoulade sauce because it
has some cool flavors in
yeah,
it, doesn't it?
It's got some Cajun mustard, chili sauce,
some Tabasco,
mayonnaise. Some people use ketchup. Like I said, I like to use the chili sauce.
Yeah.
And then we're going to form our cakes. I'm going to add a little olive oil to the pan right there.
We'll go ahead and put that in there right now since you're ready to drop it in. And we're pan searing these, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we just need a little bit of oil just to cover the bottom of the pan, right?
And be careful when you put this in there so that it doesn't come back to bite you.
There you go.
You can burn yourself pretty well doing this.
I'm sure you have the scars
Yeah,
to prove it, don't you?
I do. I got a nice scar on my hand from doing this at work. So we're going to put them in there.
So we'll let this thing go. Let me get this out of the way. And so we got these in the pan. This pan searing, what's our next step?
We're going to make a chili dust out of ancho chili powder. So we have ancho chili powder, regular chili powder, ground cumin, ground coriander, leaf oregano, and garlic powder.
The recipe's on the website.
Also going to add a little salt. For the Al Pollard competition, I used garlic salt. And some of the comments I got back was that it might be a little bit salty. So.
Must not have been too bad if you wanted, huh?
No, I guess not. We had a lot of people come back for seconds. It's a lot of fun doing that. Then we're going to add a little bit of oil to our shrimp.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be outside. I can smell that already. You're getting those chilies and that cumin flavor.
And let's add a little oil to the pan over here if you want to get those turns.
I want to check these and see what they're looking like, and they are just, look at those things. Look how beautiful that is.
Oh, those look great. Nice golden brown. Like we like to say, GBD, golden brown and delicious.
Here you go.
Right.
Okay, and you've got these, you just toss them in your rub with a little bit of olive oil, and then we're going to go straight into a pan here and saute these.
We certainly are, and these don't take long to cook, just a minute or two. They'll start to change colors, and you can see it on the vein where you split and take the shells off, but they'll start to change colors.
Yeah, it's like a natural thermometer inside shrimp, isn't it?
And what I like to do is just turn them over right then. You can almost just turn the heat off at that same time.
So while these shrimp are cooking, you've got one more part of this dish that we're doing, right? And
yes,
that's the tossed salad.
Tossed salad. Spring lettuce mix that you see at Kroger in our produce department. Our private selection Danish-style blue cheese with cranberries, and then just a little simple vinaigrette of olive oil and balsamic vinegar. Going to mix that up a little bit.
And just enough to just coat those. You don't want too much.
You don't want to overdress it.
There.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
You don't want to hand me that plate, Steve.
Okay. So we're basically ready to almost to plate this thing, aren't we? And I see you have your avocado corn salsa right here too. And we're going to include this recipe with this on our website, but A little too long to make everything.
We're gonna put that right there in the middle of the plate.
Okay.
Next, we're gonna,
Your remoulade.
spicy remoulade right here.
And smear it.
Smear it out so we get good coverage on the plate.
There you go. I got your spatula there for your crab cake or your salmon cakes. We'll put that right on there just like that.
I'm gonna take this one off. Put it
There we
right
go.
there. A little more remoulade on top.
Dude, these things are, this looks phenomenal. And I'm smelling these shrimp like crazy here. You get that ancho chili all up in the air. I know everybody in here is mouth watering right now.
Naturally, if I was serving this for some other people, I wouldn't be using my fingers, but since this is for you and me, I think I'll be all right.
Yeah, we're going to grind on this baby.
Yeah, I think I'll be all right.
Man, this smells so good.
It sure does. And I think that.
And I can tell you, the reason why this is an award-winning dish, because, it's just fresh seafood, and everybody loves fresh seafood, especially around Christmas time.
Right.
You normally have crab cakes and shrimp cocktail, but we just totally transformed this into something else.
Yes.
I really like it. Great-looking dish, man.
Thank you.
Awesome job. When we come back, we've got a dessert that's perfect for that holiday dinner party. But first, it's time to announce our winner of the Cookin' with Kroger sweepstakes.